admitting to smearing him and consistently saying, "Oh, this is boring. Let's move on." Whenever you found yourself to be wrong, you know, I'll go so far as to say there's a cult-like aspect to what I do as well. The difference here, however, is that I try to educate a broad spectrum of different ideologies on a daily basis and entertain back and forth from people who disagree with me. So, you get to, when you're in here, you can see opinions.
Because he's done a terrible job. He did a terrible job on everything. From his auto pen, which I'm sure he knew nothing about some of the things he was supposedly signing, to immigration. You look at what happened with immigration, how bad it was. Think of it. We have murderers. 11,888 murders, many of them murdered more than one person. Think of that in our country. Now, we've gotten a lot of them out, and we know who many of them are, and we're on the hunt. But why would anybody do that? Why would anybody who could do such a thing with it allow hundreds of thousands, even millions of people into our country for murderers at the highest level?
But sir, you acknowledge when you announced your tariffs, for example, the stock market, it's been volatile, it has since gone up. Do you take responsibility for that? Yeah. Do you take responsibility for this?
I take responsibility for everything, but I've only just been here for a little more than 3 months. But the stock market, look at what's happened in the last short period of time. It didn't have 10 days in a row, days where it's gone up. And the tariffs just started kicking in. And we're doing really well. Psychologically, I mean, the fake news was giving me such press on the tariffs. The tariffs are going to make us rich. We're going to be a very rich country.
So let's talk about the tariffs. And I want to ask you about something you said this week. Got a lot of attention. You were at your cabinet meeting. You said, quote, and I quote, you said, maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30.
Yeah.
And maybe the $2 will cost a couple of bucks more than they would normally. Are you saying that your tariffs will cause stock prices to go?
You know what's really interesting? I'm sitting on a mountain of unopened artifacts, okay? Figurines that I did not even realize would become a goddamn chest of gold, okay? Like, you can't really see from this angle on the camera, but like above, behind me, all through this room are figurines that are now going to be like $1,000 a pop. That's saying you don't invest. Yeah, I have invested. I've never even taken them out of the box. Lululemon's folks. Judy Square Collections. Very nasty lady. Very nasty. Said so many nasty things about me. I make sure she can't get any Lululemons at her deco den. No more lemons.
I think the tariffs are going to be great for us because it's going to make us rich.
But you said some notes are going to cost more. Is that an acknowledgement that some prices will go up?
I don't think a beautiful baby girl that's 11 years old needs to have $30. They can have $3, $4.
This is like, this is just like degrowth. I don't know. It's just like, that's they're calling it degrowth. That's what this is. Not a leftist, not a Marxist, communist, fascist position. This is now the position of Trump.
China is just going to do it. It's a deficit of $100 billion with China.
Say they could have $3 instead of $30. Are you saying that Americans would see empty store shelves?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they don't need to have $30. They can have 3. They don't need to have 250 pencils. They can have 5.
But you're basically saying there could be some supply issues.
Terrorists money. China for things we don't need, for junk that we don't need.
Prices are already going up on some sort of tires, full strollers.
I think it's pharmaceutical. Prices are down for groceries, prices are down for oil, prices are down for energy, prices are down at tremendous numbers for gasoline. And let me tell you, when you have, it's a big thing, what he did, he spent like a stupid person, which he was, but he spent like a very stupid person, and that was bad for inflation. But what really killed us with inflation was the price of energy. It went up to $3.90 or $4, and in California, $5 and $6, right? Okay. And it got to $1.98 in many states right now. We're not going that much lower on energy. Prediction, because I really thought I could get it down into the 250s. We have it down at $1.98 in numerous places. But for sake of us to point out, even mortgage rates are going down.
Well, but let me give you some examples. These are actual examples. They're going. So you're saying the prices are going down. Some prices are going up. Tires, strollers, some clothing in the wake of your tariffs.
It's peanuts compared to energy. Energy is 60% of the cost.
Sir, you
Energy is a big.
campaign on points to bring prices down on day.
Well, I don't know. When you say strollers are going up, what kind of a thing? I'm saying that gasoline is going down. Gasoline is thousands of times more than a stroller or something.
But what do you say to Americans who say they voted for you because they won and they need relief right now?
And they're getting it.
Right now? What about those
Even mortgage rates.
different items I just...
Mortgage rates are going down despite the fact that we have a stubborn Fed.
You said dolls, even dolls could cost a couple bucks.
Maybe they might, but you don't need to have, as I said, $35. You can have 2, 3, 4, and save a lot of money. We don't need to feed the beast.
I guess you're talking about this transition cost.
I never thought that in my entire life, I never thought I would hear a Republican American president say these words, like advocating for degrowth openly. It's like, yeah, why do you need so many treats? Like, this is so crazy. This is like, the thing I realize that this is what allows Americans to not revolt. Like, the only thing that maintains American stability is a steady flow of treats. You take away our health care, you take away all of the social safety nets. Every single day is another place.
God damn, who's number 4?
But the one thing that keeps everyone a little confused, that maintains stability, is treats. And now, Donald Trump, obviously, to say, ran on lowering the cost of treats and making them bountiful once again, is turning around and saying, you want the treats. Oh my God, what a side of Senate of Vegas. This is is a Chapman academic, Marxist academic, who was famously a big degrowth advocate. That's wild. Trump is focusing on making this instead of caving to bourgeois commodity things and welcome back Comrade Stalin. Yeah.
I can tell you that. I can tell you that. I will make it. Again, we're losing more than 5.
Once again, every time Trump gets to say these things, it pisses me off and it makes me incredibly and uncontrollably jealous. I am red with envy because I'm imagining a world where Bernie Sanders is also doing similar things after developing a robust manufacturing base and saying, we're going to have some system. And I feel like if he were to come out and say that, like, there would be a Goldman Sachs assassin in the room. You know what I mean? They would send the CIA after him. I'm green with envy, not red with envy. Sorry. PSL. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. And Asman would be saying not based. Yeah. If you even say, yeah, even had a Democrat say this, that would get business plotted for sure. The mega communists are happy about this one for sure. I mean, stop keeping think what is happening here?
Something like that.
That's not as many.
Young lady, 10-year-old girl, 9-year-old girl, 10-year-old girl, visiting $37. You can pay back.
No! That was a no!
So take piece of shit. I hope your entire family goes down the same way you will. Walter Ford. Are you talking to Donald Trump? But these people is like they're responding to what they see on the screen and they're saying that about me. I'm talking to you, R-word. Okay. What did I do? So
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Ready? Out!